Somebody asked me this morning to see if I really believe DeSantis will be creating this alligator Alcatraz. And I said, shit, he ain't gonna create nothing. I mean, we don't have any workers to build this facility. But trust me when I say that there's continuous talks about alligator Alcatraz. Meanwhile, the homeowners here in the States are hurting because we cannot afford our home insurance, our car insurance, or even the taxes. Priorities, priorities. So in order for this to happen, DeSantis is using his emergency powers. He's using his powers to seize the land in the middle of the Everglades where the alligators and the pythons reside. Because clearly that's an emergency here in the state of Florida, but not the skyrocketing insurance rates. In order for him to do this, he is turning an old airfield in the middle of the Everglades to fit a 1,000-bed detention facility. And honestly, I'm not being a smartass when I call it alligator Alcatraz. This is indeed what DeSantis and his cronies call it. They're using the fact that it's surrounded by deadly wildlife, and they consider this a bonus feature. It is wildly dystopian. Meanwhile, homeowners in the state of Florida are being crushed by the real crisis, which is skyrocketing home insurance rates. People are not only paying more, but a lot of them lose coverage. They're having a difficult time trying to find insurance company that are going to cover their home. How much do you think it's going to cost to cover this alligator adjacent nightmare? They're estimating it's going to be $450 million a year. And for some crazy idea, DeSantis really believes that FEMA is going to cover some of this bill. Because what's a better way to use disaster relief money than a detention camp in the middle of the swamp? And if you're thinking that local officials were consulted on this, they were not. They weren't. The mayor of Miami called the land offer laughable. And the county commissioners found out via news. Now you have to understand that the land that they're trying to grab is protected wetlands, home to one of the most diverse ecosystems in the world. But for some reason, DeSantis thinks plopping a building in the middle of the swamp is going to be fine because he is not removing any vegetation. All of this while families across Florida are praying that a hurricane doesn't hit, all because their insurance has been canceled or it has tripled. But once again, DeSantis is really involved in this political stunt. So to cap the story off, there is no plan for insurance crisis, there is no transparency with the local officials, and a $450 million detention camp in the middle of a swamp, guarded by alligators and pythons. For sure, Ron, you're really keeping Florida free. Not. Like and share and comment.